Hello, my crafty friends. This is Angie, and you are watching Tutu's Crafty Creations. Today, I have a special video for you. You could guess it. Mickey Mouse, Mickey Mouse. Me and my family, we love Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, all things Disney, and today is a Pinterest inspired DIY that I have created for you. A little bit of pictures of the fam, only a couple, so not to shy you off. No, just kidding. But Disney, who doesn't love Disney? Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Winnie the Pooh. Gotta love me some Winnie the Pooh. My Winnie the Pooh, Christopher Robin's tattoo. Don't know if you can read that or not, but a picture of that is included in this video today. So I'm super excited to share what I have made for you today. If you are a current subscriber, thank you very much for subscribing. If you have not subscribed, please do so. It would mean the world to me. Thank you very much for your time, and I hope you have a great day and enjoy this video. So, enough said, let's get on into it. Okay, guys, first off, we have Mickey and my daughter Cheyenne. In 2015, I took my daughter to Disneyland, and these are some ornaments that I made, some cookies that I made, some chocolates. And this here is how I decorated our room. Her and I both saved up quite a bit to go for this. It was quite amazing. We had such a blast. And there is the tattoo that I have. There it is again on my arm. And that's the tattoo my daughter got. She was 18 when we went. She had just turned 18. And here we are with the pumpkin, Pinterest inspired. These were the 4 pumpkins that I had to choose from. I originally was going to use 2 of the orange ones, but couldn't find another one. And so I went on a little haul trying to find one. It wasn't really supposed to be a haul, but it ended up being one. I'm going to post a video of that. Here I am spray painting the 2 pumpkins that I went with. And that little guy running around in the back is my nephew. And here we are. I'm going to finish painting the black because the spray paint that I used was a can that my grandma had given me, so I'm not really quite sure how old it was. These are the supplies that we are using. Some Snow White apple barrel acrylic paint, some ribbon that I used in the projects from 2015, some foam that I also used in those ornaments, some Mod Podge, maybe, I'm not sure. Oh, I'm not using that. So here we are going to, the buttons, I'm sorry, we also are using for Mickey's pants. And here I am, I'm going to just use some of that Praying from the Dollar Tree paint. I've never used that, so right now it looks pretty shiny to me, looking all good. Get that covered up. And stick this guy back in the little foam for drying time and off to the foam pumpkin. The pumpkins that I went with ended up being the foam pumpkin from the Dollar Tree and the other orange pumpkin with the black dots, which I purchased from Target a couple years ago, actually last October. So here I am drying the paint up, and notice that it is turning matte, so I will be needing that Mod Podge in the gloss. And just go ahead and get this a little drying, just get off that little piece of the foam that I had there that I'm using to dry them on. The paint brushes there are ones that I have purchased, I believe, from Walmart. They come in like 12 of them for $8 roughly. And look at that girl shine. I cannot believe how shiny that matte or the gloss Mod Podge works. Before I picked up my crafting again just recently in June, I never used Mod Podge, so I'm pretty pleased with how shiny this girl got. And as you can see, there's shine turned out pretty well on Mickey too. So yay for the Mod Podge. Okay, I believe here, let's see, what do I decide to start doing? I'm going to take that Crimson Waverly chalk paint, and I'm going to start painting the bottoms of these little Mickey and Minnies. On these pumpkins, it's going to show you, at least on the plastic one, I assuming is the material on that. It's kind of hard and it was shiny to begin with. So for some reason it had a line in the middle going all the way around the pumpkin. So I tried to follow that line as best as I could. And here in a few seconds, I'll try to show you that line. Still got a lot of working to do with my camera, my recordings and my voiceovers, and I'm working on it. There, that's where I show you the line. Okay, just go all the way around her. And I made this one Minnie the Mouse because the stem on this pumpkin originally was black with some glitter, black glitter, and before I spray painted it, I put tape on that so I could keep it its original color. So she had a little glitzy on her. And had I thought about it prior, I would have also used some shimmery glitter or powdered glitter to put on the dots of Minnie's dress, but you know, it's okay. She still shines. So let's work on getting this bottom all rounded up, painted up. Get her good. This pumpkin took the chalk paint much better than the foam pumpkin from the Dollar Tree. And in the end result on this, Minnie Mouse, those black glitter dots that were on that orange pumpkin, you can hardly even tell that they're there. So I was pretty pleased with that as well. Get this girl done. Gotta make sure Minnie's perfect. All right, let's get on to doing Mickey. Pull out my heat gun. I should have used the blow dryer, which I ended up bringing out here in a little bit because I didn't want that chalk paint to crack if I got it too hot. And here I am taking the Snow White apple barrel to paint those red buttons white. Oh, let me see what I'm doing here. Just a quick little coat on those guys. Push them aside. And let's move on to the bow. And you guys, I slowed this down because I wanted to show you the length of the piece that I had cut prior. And even in regular speed, you still couldn't have read this. So I ended up cutting that at 13 inches. And here I'm going to flip it over, fold it in half, so I know where to put the end pieces. Put a very light coat of some hot glue on there. The reason I'm only putting a light coat on there is for one, because it burns your fingers, and for two, because I want to be able to bend my bow. So fold it in half. I think I got a little white paint on there. Oops. Good thing the bow has some white on it. Anyway, so let's fold this in half, fold the other halves down, which I did not show you very well. My apologies. I'm going to use that handy dandy little craft clip that I purchased from the Dollar Tree to hold that while I get the middle piece section ready. Glue that bottom piece on, fold it over, and I fold over the end of it and hot glue it to itself, and then that folded over part I close it off with the hot gun. And then I'm going to go ahead and set her aside, little polka dotted cute bow that Minnie wears. Oh, I love it already. Okay, so let's poke holes in these buttons because I didn't do that when I painted them. So I wanted to make sure that they were all clear, no paint inside of them. They're all even. Give it a last little touch up. I hope my recording is not messed up. I guess my last video, for some reason, it was muffled and I don't know why. But anyway, so I give this a little bit more coverage if needed. And Minnie's looking good. Mickey looks good. A couple little spots on him I need to touch up. And just about got them where I want them. Coverage is good. So I'd say all in all, the coverage of, or the amount of coats that I put on Mickey was probably 2, maybe 3, because of some of the spots I had to go over a little more. And the orange black polka dotted pumpkin, I had to go over with that twice. There I am bringing out my blow dryer to give this a cool dry, get that hair off my arm. Little hitchhiker. And so yeah, let's get these guys dried up. Any day now, lady. Any day. Come on. There you go. And Minnie's looking good. Okay, let's see. Let's go ahead and get his ears attached. Get some hot glue gun. Or glue on there. Get them attached. Make sure my phone's recording. And get his other ear attached. Wipe off that little excess hot glue. And yep, there we go. Cute as a button. No pun intended, huh? Cover that little piece of hot glue up with some paint, which I will later use some Mod Podge to cover that up. Okay, let's get into Minnie's dots, because Minnie loves her dots. And here I am using the foam circular brush that came in a pack from, geez, I want to say Walmart. I don't quite remember, could have been Dollar Tree. And I just proceed to go ahead and go around and place little dots where I think they look good. And here, if you're a video gamer from the 80s, you think this is the mushroom from Mario Brothers, but no, not even close. Minnie Mouse is where it's at. Just about however the way I wanted. You guys, I did try to use a napkin to cover up the black part and get the first little half round on there, and then decided it was much easier just to give my hand a little steadiness and draw the line myself and make the half curve. And she is beautiful. I love my dots. And now let's see how this Mod Podge is going to work, because as I said in previous videos, or this one, that I have never used Mod Podge before, so I'm not quite sure how this is going to turn out. Give it a little test on Mickey's ear. Okay, looks shiny, yep. And then I still don't know about blending the colors, so let's give it a little bit of a tester on the bottom part, because if she bleeds here, then I'm in a world of hurt. But thank goodness it does not bleed, so I go ahead and proceed to Mod Podge the rest of her up. Don't have to be too careful with this, because the black portion of these pumpkins are already shiny, so if I got some on there, it's okay, but I do still try to be careful just to not make a mess. A little more Mod Podge. Make sure Minnie's nice and glossy, because she likes to shine. Minnie Mouse is all about shining. glitz and glamour. And since I know that it's all good to put on this, I'll just go ahead and douse it and give it a quick little smack down with the Mod Podge. Not having to be as careful either with him because, again, he doesn't have any dots and it's all just red. And the black part is also shiny, so we're all good. I'm going to take my little blow dryer. Look at that shine on her already. You can see her shining. Go, girl, go. I love it, love it, love it. Okay, give Mickey a little drying, quick cool dry. Right there, I got a little Mod Podge booger, so let's get that thing off there. I don't want a big, thick chunk of Mod Podge. All right, let's get her dried up. Get him dried up. And he also took longer in the drying process because of him being foam and her being a hard plastic, so it's okay dokey though. All right, let's get Minnie's ears on her. Get them lined up nice and evenly. Get that little excess piece of hot glue strand hanging there. The little ghost or whatever you call those little cobweb flying pieces. Okay, so let's get her bow attached. And OMG, Minnie, love her. Okay, flipping the side, flip which side is better to put his buttons on his trousers. And here we have it. Button number 1. And ladies and gentlemen, button number 2. And there we have them. Get that little excess off there. Minnie and Mickey. Thank you guys so much. I hope you have enjoyed this project today. If you are a subscriber, once again, thank you for subscribing. If you are not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. When you hit that bell, make sure you hit it all so you get notified each and every time that I upload a video. And be sure to hit the like button because those really do help. And share. Please give me your comments and let me know what you think. Have a wonderful day. This is my granddaughter and me last Halloween, our pumpkin. We did Cinderella, Little Happy Halloween. That was for her birthday I made.